Today is Wednesday, March 18th, 2026. I am back for my mid-month crafting update. My name is Lindsay. This is One Cat Crafting. I started this YouTube channel a few months ago after efforts to put together an in-person craft group in the town that we moved into in August. Failed a couple of times. I thought this was the next best idea. There's no real agenda. We go by the order of things that are put into my crafting journal. So I'll show you my first page for the month of March is my one punch a day that I've been doing. I saw this on Instagram and we have a lovely little chat of people that are doing the same thing. Most of them are from the UK. I just use packaging that I come across in day-to-day life. One of these is a postage stamp. Actually, 3 of them are postage stamps this month. Just a cute little punch every day. An odd cut there, as with every time I've tried to do something this morning, my phone has rang or I've had a text message that I needed to answer. So I showed you my stamp a day so far for March. I think I'm 1 day behind, but that's okay. I'll find something in the mail today to make up for that. First with cross stitch, this is my calendar that I've printed out for March to record the days that I cross stitch and the amount of stitches that I do. So far this month I have put 957 stitches into my Cemetery Angel, which is a pattern that a friend charted, so unfortunately it's not readily available. And we'll show you where I am with that so far. It is my only active full coverage piece. I have another full coverage piece that has been ongoing for more than 20 years. I don't have plans to ever finish it. This is where I'm at with Cemetery Angel. Just some trees and some leaves so far. The needle minder is from Maed for Minders. I have taken apart a Q-snap to hold all the extra fabric because the thread spools that I normally use are not cutting it because of the amount of fabric. So that's where I'm at for the month. Like I said, about 957 stitches have been added into that so far. The only other project that I believe I'm working on is another, I think it's my 5th or 6th Ripple Bralette by Jessie Maed Designs. Last time you saw this, I had picked up this languishing whip right at this stitch marker just above the ribbing. And I had knit only a little bit of ribbing last time you saw this. So I'm getting through the body. When I make this pattern, what I do, I know from experience that it takes me about 19 or 20 grams to knit the triangles at the front of the garment and then the straps. So I back out 20 grams and I just knit in the ribbing specified by the pattern until I am out of my main skein of yarn. It uses up an entire skein when I do this for my size. I've run about 1 or 2 grams short before, but it's just what I use to tack the straps down, so no big deal. So those are my only 2 active projects so far for this month. I'm hoping to get some more crafting done this weekend. My crafting on the weekends has been pretty light recently. My husband is still out of town with his father-in-law, who is still in the hospital. He's been home about 1 day a week for puppy classes so far, and that's it. I should have all kinds of crafting time, but I don't seem to. Another phone call that's interrupted the 15 minutes that I need to get this done. So the rest of my March spread, I am a subscriber to the Hubman and Chubgirl sticker subscription. They have stores based out of Toronto and America. They're originally a Canadian company. So no tariffs or exorbitant shipping costs. Here I have tracked my, well, it won't be finished until the end of the month, but my Elder Stash Mal data. Elder Stash is a knit along hosted by Jenn of the Stash Down Diaries. The objective is to use the oldest stash in your yarn, get it out of your, or the oldest yarn in your stash, get it out of your stash. So I'm tracking my stats for that. I got a little postcard in the mail when I ordered BLT's Romney fleece from Ironwater Ranch. So I cut that down so that it would fit in my book and stuck it in there. This is the audiobook that I'm currently listening to, A Vow and Vengeance. I have a few hours left in it. I think I normally would really enjoy it. I think it would probably be a 4.5 star read for me, except that I have read so much of the same genre recently. I should have taken a break before reading this one, which I chose just because it was next up in my TBR list. So I'm going to have to listen to it again when I'm ready for some more fae romantasy. But I'm still enjoying it. It's a good book. It's very similar to ACOTAR, but in my opinion, it's better written. And down here, I have my March goals for the month. I have not met many of them yet. I have filed my taxes, and that is it. I have to get to the library to get a card this month. Make another attempt to set up a craft meeting. Or a craft meetup. We'll see how that goes. And I have some goals to spin anything and finish my bralette that I'm working on. My acquisitions for the month are on the next page. So for this month, I've gotten my Hubman and Chubgirl Sticker Club subscription. I used my tax refund to get an iPad. I've never had one before. And I am strictly a digital cross stitcher now. I used to be hardcore pattern, paper pattern, couldn't figure out anything else. I've been cross-stitching intermittently since the early 2000s, before digital charts were an option. I am now full-fledged PDF stitcher. I love it. I can't stitch with paper and a highlighter anymore. So I purchased myself an iPad because trying to cross-stitch using my tiny phone screen wasn't working for me anymore. Some gel pens, and then I received my Convivial Tuesday present from my husband, which is a spoof on a Deadpool line about a Convivial Tuesday. We've turned it into a holiday. Intermittently, we gift each other random little silly things on Tuesdays. Watching, I have finished. It was very fantastic. 5 stars out of 5. Will watch again. Broadchurch on PBS through a Prime subscription that I have. I'm on a 2-week PBS trial, and I just inhaled that show. I watched all of it as quickly as I could, which is why I've been listening to the same book for the whole month. A lot of my listening time went to watching Broadchurch. Also on the PBS trial, we watched Count of Monte Cristo, which was also very good. And I am now, although it's not on PBS, I can't remember where it is in Canada, watching The Pit. I am partway through the first season and really enjoying that show. Normally, I don't like to watch medical dramas with my husband. He is a former first responder and always has unintended criticisms that slip out that that's not how you do this and that's not a thing that would happen. But he's been pretty quiet through it when he's been home and I've been watching it. So that's been fantastic. And the last page so far in my March journal is just a little card that I received in the mail from my mom. She now lives in a different province, which makes me super sad, but she sent me this sweet little greeting card. I do think the image is AI because of the cat's wonky eyes, but the card does look like it's been hand assembled. So I guess I don't really know. But it was a sweet gesture. Obviously, I don't promote the use of AI art. Anyway, that is my super short update. Probably less than 15 minutes by the time I crop out all of the telephone calls and messages I've had to respond to. Oh, I got a couple of extra things from Hubman and Chubgirl. I got a little unicorn ruler to use in my craft journal. That'll just stay in a little kit that I carry around for when I need to add a monthly spread into my book. And just a couple of sticker sheets. Strawberry Love. Super cute. These are really high quality, I think they call them vinyl stickers. They smell great. This is a lavender one. And this is Spring Tulips. So that's it for the first half or so of March. I'll be back again in a couple of weeks with an update about everything that I have met goal-wise for the month and any additional crafting that I have done. And as well, next time I'll show you my April calendar layout and the stickers that I've used for that. And have another little chat. We haven't done any wildlife rehab rescue this month. Like I said, my husband's been out of town with his father who's still in the hospital. So it's just been work, sleep, hospital. not a lot of time for anything else. Not that I haven't seen any recent calls come in my area anyway. So hopefully, we've just finished our first fake spring in Ontario. So hopefully all the wildlife have gone back to sleep or are staying safe now that the snow is back on the ground again, and we won't have anybody to transport for a while. Have a good day. I'll see you in a couple weeks. More update that I forgot about. I have decided for now to stop tracking, oh, my camera's a little askew. There we go. To stop tracking my dreams in my calendar that I use. And we're askew again. Interesting. There we go. I have been having issues with repetitive theme dreams for years at this point. They're exhausting. And I've tried a couple of different things to remedy that situation. I have meditated right before bed. I have done no screen time. I have stopped listening to my murder podcasts. I have stopped listening to audiobooks. I have restarted doing all of my normal things again. Last year I decided I would start writing down my dreams when I had them, and I had been doing that up until about a week ago. And they weren't improving, they weren't resolving. So I've decided now for my next strategy is I will do everything that I can to ignore them. I will not diary about them. I will make an effort to not think about them during the day. I'm doing my very best to not go to bed at night worrying about what kind of repetitive dreams I'm going to have. And they have been quiet for the last week or so, more quiet than they've been in a long time. Last night, the only really animated dream that I remember is I was taking some sort of a course downtown Toronto, and so I would take the GO train down and get off Union Station, walk up University Avenue to my course. And one day an assignment for the course was that everybody had to bring in something that was of like historical significance to their family. So we had people that had driven their Model T Fords in, and other people that were like riding a unicycle that had been in their family for generations. I showed up wearing some sort of an 1800s dress and hat. It was really neat in my dream to see modern day Toronto's skyscape juxtaposed with all of these apparently historic items that everyone in my class had in their family. But yeah, that was very neat, and that was not a repetitive theme dream, so that was a win-win. See ya. Hi again. It's like, I really need a nap. The spring equinox is coming up on Friday, March 20th, 2026 this year. And I am hosting what I'm sure will be a very small start along. Any craft that you prefer to do, start a new sewing project, start a new cross stitch project, any of the things. And join me using the hashtag Spring Equinox Sal 2026. I will post the graphic that I have shared on Instagram, and I look forward to seeing what everybody chooses to start with the limited functionability of the Instagram hashtag these days. Okay, bye for real this time.